Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. It is I, Badger, back for some more League of Legends Season 14 playoff action. It's the losers bracket quarterfinals. We are in the top 6. Winner moves to the top 4 to play Polar Ass. Loser goes home, sad and defeated. I am joined tonight by many Season Lads captain Buffles. How are you on this fine evening?
I'm alright.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Because we got some Dota 2 on our hands. Again, first phase bans already done. Primal Beast, Magnus, Terrorblade, Dragon Knight, OD, Doombringer, Brood, Master, all banned out. And the teams are not getting too adventurous so far. 8 Peak, Hoodwink, Response, Vengeful Spirit.
Hmm. Okay. Not much to see here. Not quite yet. You know what I mean?
If we're building
Typical bans, typical first
Mhm.
picks.
Extraordinarily typical. But if we're building the narrative, there's some narrative building to do. This is going to be a game of core players. Particularly, I'm looking at carries, I'm looking at mids. You look at frauds, they're two big stars, of course, Perfin and Cole. They've had a fantastic season. And Cole, of course, strong mid laner, Perfin, strong, reliable carry player. And then Bird Up, the big name player there is Wife. Or sorry, not Wife. The big name player there is Off, but the X Factor a lot of these playoff games has been Wife, who's had some strong performances. Mixed up my names on that one, but if you're a fan of carries and mids, this is your kind of game here.
I'm looking. Do I want to say 2-1 or do I want to say 2-0? I think 2-1 frauds. That's my prediction. I think Cole might cook a game. I'm looking for Cole to cook a game. Go like 20-0.
It certainly wouldn't be out of the realm of possibilities. Cole is known to cook some games. He is quite the chef. A couple burnt dishes here and there, but usually he's a maestro in that kitchen.
He can miss, but he can hit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. We are past that second phase of bans now. Timbersaw, Lifestealer, Anti-Mage, all banned out. 13 pick by Frauds. That'll be the Mars. The response by Bird Up so far has been Shadow Demon. So again, really nothing adventurous here, but in this sort of environment, sometimes you gotta stick with what works.
Shadow Demon's a pretty good hero. I mean, it's mostly been popularized because it's good against a lot of meta heroes, like DK, and then a lot of people picking Mirana, and they take the Centaur. Okay. I think Centaur is really bad in the Mars, but
It might
and
be a little bad in the
can't
Mars,
stampede anyone
but
out. Gets initiated on.
it is a very good hero in general. So I think Bird Up just wants to
Honestly,
stick with the meta.
I don't think it's that good. It has a negative win rate at ESL.
I literally do not care about that. Because you look at Centaur, this hero's getting first pick, first ban by so many different teams for recently. This hero's good.
No, on the B patch, I got an 18 win streak on it, and then I played one game on the C patch, and I lost. And I said this hero's shit.
I still believe. I still believe in the Centaur.
It's good against Luna. I don't know what the fuck this IO pick is. This hero's trash.
And we have it is a classic sort of hyper carry pairing. You pretty much become that battery for, in this case it will certainly be the Luna. And
But I feel like this hero's more of a liability than a battery. Like feeds a lot of gold away, and just doesn't really have like a strong timing, and it kind of just takes your XP.
I don't know.
The game is the way the game Dota is played right now is too fast for IO. And Kunkka just made the game even faster.
Mm-hmm. And Kunkka is a notoriously classic counter into these IO combos anyways. You just stick an X mark in there. It's like, oh, yes, you've wasted IO's ultimate because we have X mark. Problem solved. Definitely a little bit unfortunate there. I mean, I guess frauds are going to be relying on the sort of coordination between Sharkosity and Perfin. Those two have played together for a long time, so I'm sure they're just looking to play together quite well. But yeah, playing these heroes in the Centaur Kunkka is also SD as well against the Luna. Oof, it's gonna be hard.
Kunkka seems like a it's supposed to be pretty good in the Mars, because when Mars initiates, you just throw your shit down, and then like His allies can't really fight in the Coliseum. I like calling it Coliseum. I'm a hipster. I'm a little bit weirdo. Everyone calls it arena. I'll call it Coliseum. It's technically a Coliseum.
I'm sure you're right, but it's a little bit of a mouthful when they call it the Coliseum, you know?
Fun word. All right, Faceless Void and Anti-Mage, Faceless Void. What's their last carry ban? What's carry are they scared of? Trying to think. You know, honestly, this PA hero is kind of stupid good.
Yeah,
They could pick PA.
PA is not banned. Sven is not banned. I'm sure one of those two heroes could be a bit. I mean, should probably be one of those two heroes. It ended up being Spectre instead, though. So, I'm saying, you know what? You could have Sven. You could have PA. You could have Troll Warlord. Even there's a lot of sort of good carries not banned out
Spectre's
right now.
pretty good against IO. Just headshot the IO real quick.
Radiant team pick.
Bird up for their part. They ban out Puck. They ban out Huskar. They're just looking to protect whatever off hero they're going to 23 pick here.
Dire team pick.
And we do not have to speculate. They will grab a meta selection. They will grab the Sven.
Yeah. Superman back. Superman 2. Return of Superman. That's the movie we're watching right now, this patch.
Yeah, as long as off doesn't look like Superman 64, I'm sure it'll be good to go this game.
Yeah. It came out of nowhere too, this like Superman return. I don't know. One day I just started seeing it. No one told me about it. It's just like, oh, the back, huh? They buffed it a lot. The spells, you can't use. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I think you can Lotus Orb though.
I think so, yeah. I mean, I'm not a huge huge interactions expert, but that sounds correct.
I think PA is wildly unbalanced though. I think Sven's pretty balanced, but he just farms fast. He's just like online when you need your carry to, when you would ideally want your carry to be online.
A lot of the time though, that fast recovery farm is the name of the game. Again, you see a lot of these carries that losing lanes. I think a hero like Sven, he recovers pretty well.
I need to see. I don't know what Cole picks. There's. I don't know. There's so much in Dota right now. Do you want a Spirit into Kunkka? Yeah, Storm looks pretty good here. They have IO too. Did Storm get banned? I would go Storm.
Is not good. None of the spirits are banned actually.
Void Spirit's probably the worst. No, Ember Spirit's the worst. They're too tanky for Void Spirit. I think Storm Spirit's the answer.
Yeah, certainly a hero that
there's a
plays
Necro
well.
Angle. No, never mind. I shot it even.
There's no way.
Angle.
There's no.
Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me.
Yeah.
Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me.
SD, Sven.
It's the voice to It's Zeus or Storm?
Also, I mean, you were right about the color scheme, not about the hero though. It is Leshrac instead.
I think that's okay. I think it's worse than Storm, but because this hero gets kind of dunked on by Shadow Demon a little bit, and you lacked one other hero to go in and help kill the Shadow Demon. I definitely think Storm was better, but Lesh works like that. Lesh just kind of like is similar to Luna. They both kind of want the Aegis, and they both kind of want to do the same thing. So I don't know. And they both want IL linked to them. So you just pick like two IL partners that are hopefully though, I don't know. I'll see what Cole's cooking on Lesh. I don't see this hero a lot. I see it more as a support. And even then, I don't think it's very good. People were trying to say Lesh is back, and then I just see it lose every game.
I think this hero is definitely a mid. I've seen enough support Lesh this patch. I'm out on support Lesh. I'm still on mid Lesh though.
All right, my pubs, rank 200 guy who didn't get his role picks Leshrac, plays support, and he cooks. That's what happens in my when I pub. But I don't know. I didn't see his stats at ESL. Leshrac, 20 wins, 18 losses. It's probably all mid. So seems like a decent hero. 20th most picked. It's good against a lot of meta shit. I will just say, since Centaur is good, its win rate It's 43%. That's pretty bad, man.
That's, I mean, if you're getting picked a lot and you have 43% win rate, that's actually pretty fine. I mean, if you have like 7 picks, 43% win rate, maybe we're getting a little bit concerned. But if teams are going in
Well,
with
that's
the mentality
impossible.
of work, I know you're right around to what
Just
42, I think actually, but not important. If people are aware of the hero, it's getting picked early in drafts, it's getting counterpicked, and it still has a 43% win rate. It's fine. I mean, there was a while when Bat was the best hero in Dota. It had like a 45% win rate. It was still the best hero in
yeah,
Dota.
but bad always has a low one, right? I don't think bad's ever had a positive one.
No, I mean like 45% at pro level even. Like it was still fine. It's just
Yeah.
it was getting literally first picked every game, and it was getting hard countered. It still won 9 out of 20 games.
Hero's just always nutty.
Either way, if you
Hold
are
on.
just joining us, welcome to game number 1 of the Lads Season 14 Losers Bracket quarterfinals between Bird Up on the Radiant side and Frauds on the Dire side. My name is Badger. I'm joined by Buffles, and we may have a fight here at this top area of the river. There's a lot of heroes in this sort of area right now.
I hope Frauds doesn't walk up this hill. It'd be kind of crazy. I think they just want to fight for this river rune. Davelin isn't. Oh, no, they don't. They should just take the bottom,
This
too.
war did see both Kunkka and
Oh.
SD. They know something is going on in terms of map movements.
Bird Up's getting greedy.
Walk forwards. Cole walks away. However, that means Dops grabs the south rune. It'll be 3 runes for Bird Up. They outmaneuver Frauds without any blood occurring.
That should be a 2 for 2. Sorry, though.
Simply an outmaneuver.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a mismaneuver on Dire side more than outmaneuver.
Sven's even laughing. He knows his team probably shouldn't have gotten 3 runes. He's laughing at it. Maybe he should be laughing. He has free gold now.
I don't know this mid matchup. Pretty sure Lesh is susceptible to dying to a rotation, though.
Mm-hmm. As Lesh tends to be fair.
Yeah, but like, it's easy with X Mark.
You have a lot of time to work with. Again, this Kunkka hero does a lot of damage, takes a lot of damage. It's a very reliable middle laner, one that Wife has piloted to great success. Not just this season, but in multiple different Lads seasons. Though he did just get 2 creeps tonight, but that is what it is.
And then they have the really strong Centaur Hoodwink behind. Like, really strong. So. Excuse me.
And I definitely think this Radiant draft seems a lot easier to execute on, to be honest. Like, you look at these heroes, it doesn't seem that hard to make this lineup work. The Dire lineup requires a lot more finesse to actually maneuver in this game. But we shall see. There's obviously plenty of Dota to play. Plenty of time to either win or lose your Dota 2 game. And then there's that bottom lane as well. It is Sven, Shadow Demon into Mars IO. Like an IO helping out Mars in that somewhat relatively weak early state of the laning phase, getting him to that bracer level 5 sort of point that Mars tends to like. Or to top lane, they're going in for Sharkosity. He'll counter stun Old Man Sal. Perfin walks in. Sharkosity's incredibly low. The range keeps hitting him. But no, it's not quite enough damage. Double Edge is up, but no, he couldn't get the last hit off. Blood Grenade comes through from Sharkosity. Down goes Old Man Sal. That'll be first blood going to Sharkosity on the Vengeful Spirits.
5 HP. That's a classic Shark play, though. It's kind of by accident that all worked out.
No, you bait him in, you bring him down.
True.
We haven't looked all that much at mid lane since we stopped looking at mid lane, but the moment we stopped looking away, Wife has pulled ahead in CS. He's 13-2 versus Leshrac 7-3, and again, Wife's playing this matchup down a good bit of MR. Cole has a good bit more of it. So for him to be ahead in CS, certainly, yeah, again, about 1,000 MR, maybe even more than that. So to be up in CS like this is a very good sign for Wife and Wife fans.
I think Cole's like my MMR, so I think it's about 1,000. Maybe he's a little bit higher.
I thought Cole was like high 7 at least.
I'm high 7.
Oh, congratulations on being high 7. Okay. I didn't know you were high 7.
Doesn't mean that much anymore.
It is what
I
it
don't
is.
know, high 7, it means nothing.
Okay, I thought Cole was high 7 back when high 7 meant was
Exactly.
more like actually high 7 and not like mid 7, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think if you want to climb and you have the right attitude, MMR's not that hard.
And just pick good heroes. Don't give up. It's pretty. As long as you have, it's not too hard to win some games. That's where a lot of players go wrong. They either pick bad heroes or they just give up on games at AFK, and then they let the enemy win. But if you don't do that, your odds go up.
There's definitely a lot of yeah.
Top
People
lane,
aren't.
Hoof Stomp, Bushwhack, Luna will take some significant damage. Perfect actually is going to fight here, accepting his death, trying to bring down Microfry with him, but that will not happen. It's simply a kill for the Centaur Warrunner. Now, 1-to-1 kill score. All the kills happening in this top lane.
Oh, Shark was pulling. I don't know why. Perfect got caught. Does he have a clawing blade? Yeah, he does. Okay, I don't know how he got caught though.
And there were just too many trees. If you killed one tree, there were more trees to lash to. It was like this sort of situation here. I think there's like 4 trees you get lashed it to, so.
I'm gonna go mode timber saw. Genocide the trees.
Certainly would be an option. Wouldn't be surprised. I know Blackout used to play a lot of carry. I would just habitually kill trees. It doesn't matter what hero I'm playing. It doesn't matter what hero I'm with. I just habitually kill the trees.
Yeah, me too. It's like a tick. I just keep quelling random trees.
It's one of those things where you have like that one game where Timbersaw owns you. It's like, all right, the trees must die. They must go away. Over to the top lane again. Microfry's being gone on. He's running away, but he's fine though. You were saying before that?
Do you remember TI5 with the battle pass? There was like global challenges.
Kill the trees.
Yeah, one of them was kill the trees, and then Slacks was one of his first videos. He made a video called Cut Corpse, where he was like trying to organize people to kill trees in their games, like the most optimal way of killing trees, so he could reach the challenge.
It turns out it was still way too many trees. They had to like add a little minigame to kill more trees. Bottom lane off, and Herbie the Bird are very low. Neither will die. Meanwhile, mid lane, they're diving for Wife. Wife will stick on a Bushwhack, hits the Venge. Cole runs forward, but cannot find a lightning storm onto the Kunkka. Leshrax's tanking that tower. He'll end up going down. Now they move to Charcosity. Charcosity has a stun in 1. He's running away. He should end up being fine. But again, that was a bold dive, punished heavily by Microfry and Wife there in the mid lane, and they're not even... Never mind, they're done.
Oh, Cole let himself get baited, and he took like 5 tower shots, a blood grenade, and a hood rat Q. If he just was patient and backed up, he would be fine. Or at least the rune goes to Shark.
Yeah, it's a rune that he wants. I'm sure both mid laners wanted it, but neither mid laner will end up getting it.
That rune is really OP. It lasts like 80 seconds or something.
Yeah, it's basically a rune that it makes you invincible. Like, you just don't take damage. If these massive yellow bars, you're not taking damage.
I just think the broken part is it lasts forever.
I think there's multiple broken parts to shield rune, to be fair. It's literally an invincibility rune. Not literally, but close enough.
Unless you're Invoker, just take it off.
Who plays Invoker anyways?
Not me. It's a nerd hero. Still looking at CS, which it looks dire favored.
If you turn over the net worth, though, it's actually Radiant favored.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, all Radiant cores. Dops and Charcosity are going to fight for the rune. Banishment comes in from Dops. He will secure the Wisdom rune. So it's both Wisdom runes going the way of Bird up. Dops will attempt the Dramatic Creeps, and I'm not sure if he'll get it. Probably not. He will not get it. But again, securing the Wisdom rune, that is more than worth your life.
Yeah, I think right now one support should always go for the enemy Wisdom. Like, you can smoke and do it, or you can do whatever. But I feel like one support should always do it.
Especially if you play a hero like SD, who is better than most heroes at contesting in that sort of 1v1 support duel, so you might as well be there.
Yeah, and then I think a core should, like, have a scan ready and be aware.
X-Mark, Boat, he has been caught top lane, and he will get brought down by Wife. Big rotation from Wife. That's a big kill on the big Luna. A lot of the word big being said, but it's pretty accurate. It's big. Over to bottom lane, we see a rotation from Wife. He's wrapping around, backing up off and Dops. There's currently an Io and a Mars standing their ground, but this could be dangerous. X-Mark is actually on cooldown. Never mind, it was still on cooldown from killing the Luna. Okay, then.
Weird gank. I'd like to see some stacks from this Io. Is Io stacked? A little bit, yeah, quite a bit. They need to not get these scouted. Okay, SD's just running up and scouting them.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have to take these, like, really, as soon as you're level, like, 6 and 7. Okay, Mars level 5. So late. Lesh should come take these. They're just taking them from him.
I mean, he's level 5 on Shadow Demons, a lot of
Hello.
poison stacks. Sven is here. It's gonna be free.
Hello. Come on, Lesh.
Yeah, Lash is elsewhere right now. He is farming other stacks.
I guess they can't contest it because they're Stampede. And they had no Coliseum.
Under attack.
He's 1 EXP from Coliseum.
你这么菜，你的队友不会生气吧，
啊
鸽子？
You're killing me.
With kindness, with funny, or with annoyance? Like, what am I killing you with?
You're conditioning me to use this mouthful Coliseum word. I'm gonna be in the team fight saying, you know, like 600 words a minute. And it's like, the Coliseum! You can't say Coliseum! That's too many syllables!
I thought maybe my friends would say, we'd call it the Colosseum. When he first came out.
There's too many syllables!
We thought it was hilarious. I remember when Valve released Heroes. Do you remember that? It's a weird time. It's a weird
those were
time.
bad times. We need less heroes in Dota, not more
We
heroes.
need them to release. No heroes.
We,
Oh,
we,
wait.
we don't even need to release them. We need to remove like 12 heroes. We need to start removing heroes and tough Buffles. That's where.
Alright, what are we starting with? OD, right?
Who's the most recent year released again? Was it who was the most...
Muerta.
Here, we start releasing with Muerta first. Who was last
No,
before that? Was that
no,
who was
no,
before
no.
Muerta? Was that like Snapfire Hoodwink? We'll move them too.
Oh,
I think there's pretty recent. We'll remove
no.
Pangolier. We'll get rid of Mars.
No.
Styro can go. Primal Beast definitely acts that hero.
Oh, they're all fun.
Void Spirit, he can go. All the new heroes, get them all out.
Those heroes are fun. They do a really good job with the new heroes. The
I
worst job-
want to bring it back to like pre-reborn at this point, man. I'm full boomer at this point. full boomer revanchist at this point.
The most annoying heroes in Dota are old. They're like OD and Brewmaster.
I don't know. I'm pretty annoyed by like Pangolier and Mars and Muerta a lot. I don't know.
I love those heroes. I hate my low stated hero is Ogre though. I would remove Ogre from the game.
I would just unrework Ogre, bring him back to like the old Ogre again.
I would just get rid of him. Hero doesn't need to be in the game.
Unrework the Ogre Magi, unrework the OD, unrework Broodmother.
Yeah.
So undo the
invisible Broodmother.
Okay, maybe old Broodmother might be worse actually. Maybe I'm drinking some Kool-Aid right now. Some 2015 brand Flavor Aid or something. I don't know. This is
Give Faceless Void backtrack.
Oh, that was bad. Actually, Time Dilation's also bad. Backtrack was just literally the lowest skill ability in Dota history. It was so
break
bad.
it though. But...
Break didn't exist when Backtrack existed, didn't it?
Yeah, I know. But like I'm saying, like nowadays, you can break it.
Actually, I'm pretty confident there's not a lower skill ability in Dota history than Backtrack though. It just literally prevented damage.
Fire Blast, pretty low skill.
No, you had to at least you had to go to your keyboard, find your hotkey for Fire Blast, find the opponents, put your mouse on the opponent, and then use the ability. That's like 4 more things mechanically than Backtrack. You skill it and you forget it, and it just works. It just works, Buffles. Like, it's not only a passive, but it's just the simplest, easiest, it just works passive ever. It's fucking worked.
Is this Colt pauses? I wasn't paying attention.
I wasn't really paying attention either. I figured, okay,
I was
let's
just
see.
listening to you, and then I looked back and saw they were
Yeah,
pauses.
it was cool, it was cool.
Yeah, okay.
And they're going in for Irby the Bird, bottom lane. Off gets speared away. Dops has the banishment and the blood grenade. He'll rebuke away. Off's running forward. He's got stun in 10. He's looking to hit. Irby the Bird still somewhat tanky, but he's simply too slowed. He's skilled his Coliseum, by the way, but as that happens, top lane, there is action brewing. Bushwhack hits onto Stampede forward. X-Mark, Boat, Torrents. Hell, Torrent not even needed to kill Perfect. I thought he'd use a Torrent, but it's not even needed. So it ends up being 2 kills across the map. 1 on Luna, 1 on Mars across the map. Fantastic stuff for Bird up there.
Dire's bottom tower.
They just had 2 supports hugging Luna, and Luna died.
Yeah, maybe they just need more supports. I mean, they had 2 supports. We'll bring a 3rd support. That could be one of the cores. We can downgrade them, surely. It'll be good to go.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's a Xyle hero. It's like you're missing a hero. It's like, oh, there's like so many...
He's giving mana regen right now.
Like, isn't Io just like a bad royal jelly? If you think about it.
Nah, he's a good royal jelly.
No, because he wastes a hero
giving
slot.
he's giving spell amp. He's giving regen. He does something surely.
I think I was a bad royal jelly. I don't know why they're picking heroes. Have they even picked this hero before?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I haven't seen them play it. I haven't
Well,
seen
bottom
live.
lane, first arena of the game. Rebuke gets dodged. Spear still will hit. Relocate brings Cole into the fight. Cole secures that kill, and now Radiance bring in the cavalry. They want to avenge their Shadow Demon. Relocate will actually end up bringing nobody back, it appears. He leaves the Leshrac here, and as a result, Leshrac will end up dying. I think it was X marked anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. Sharpshooter hits the mark, the bird goes down, so it's a 2-for-1, 2 cores for 1 Shadow Demon. That is not the ideal play.
You could run to your Mars and get your Mars out, right?
Maybe. I mean, I think he was in range to tether the X marked Lesh, but I'm not sure if he was in range to tether the Mars. I'm not a huge expert on tether cast ranges.
I got X'd, unlucky. I mean, they don't have 6 on Venge either. Do they now? They will soon.
That's what happens
that
when you
difference.
double XP rune lost. You just don't have levels anymore.
Yeah, it like is a game ruining. Especially in a pub where your cores don't understand that your supports need 6. Cole's trying to run this guy down. This guy has Stampede.
Yeah, I mean he bought some attention from Cole, and he ended up being absolutely fine. So I guess all's well there. Speaking of, it is a rotation from Wife and Micro Fry. They were smoked up. They were looking at the Lesh and the Mars, but Lesh and Mars simply walked away. Wife was not willing to pull the trigger on that one.
I just wonder when this Slash hero gets strong, like what items.
I mean, he's got the Kaya. That's one step in the right direction. I know people have mentioned the Bloodstone nerf hurting Leshrac, but he'll probably just buy it anyways. Yeah, speaking of Lesh, he gets X-marked by Wife into the Torrent. Micro fries the pushback, but it'll actually only be on Venge thanks to a swap from Sharkosity. As a result, Cole went from being fine to being extra fine, and now he's still fine.
From fine to extra fine, like well done to extra well done.
I mean, he's even safer than before. A little barrier on him, safe positioning. Which I guess at that point, it's like, all right, do we really want to commit everything for this Venge kill? Not really. It's not worth it. Even if you get the kill, and that's not a guarantee at that point in the game. But we are back to the farm state, which again that appears to be very good right now for the side of Bird Up because they have Sven who is clearing stacks, they have Kunkka who's pretty farmed, they got Centaur who's pretty farmed. Again, it's 1, 2, 3, 7, 8 net worth wise. All the Radiant counterparts are ahead of their Dire counterparts, which explains the 3K net worth lead.
Down here just does so much HP, man.
TP in by Irby the Bird, Arena on Wife. X mark vote, the counterplay, Torrent on the floor. Dire, look at Micro Fry, they're splitting their attention. Wife walks away, Micro Fry certainly will not. Stampede has been used by Old Man South to walk in, then walk away. Dire want more than simply a hoodwink. They want more substantive kills, but they cannot find them. They may instead head for the T1 tower that is quite injured, so it'll end up being one support kill and one T1 tower.
Yeah, okay. Alright.
Oh, relocate wisdom rune. The plays. I think he might be dead for that, but
he's dead. Why don't you just...
no, it's worth it. It's worth it. He got the wisdom rune.
I know, but like you didn't have to stand there doing nothing. Could have gone. Oh, what does that still get you out?
Apparently it,
Good
it
job.
does. Not only does it get you out, but it takes the disruption with you. There were the radiant illusions with Io at the return point. Blink in from Centaur, finds the Leshrac. Io heals him up. And now Cole turns back over with that extra move speed from the Io. Wife looks to fight. Centaur stopping. Centaur is dead. Now Wife is under attack. Cole still running forward. The Purge is there to slow up the Leshrac, but it's still a double kill for Cole. Mech from the Io. They're heading for top. Split Earth will land. And they'll bring down that Shadow Demon eventually. He'll disrupt himself, delaying the inevitable, buying time for the team to arrive. Problem is the team is not interested in arriving. 3 kills for the Io Lesh combo. And Buffles, do you still have negative comments to make about this Io hero?
Yeah, because look at Kunkka's inventory. He
Hold
had the
that
blade
thought.
mail.
Bottom lane, Arena on Hoodwink. Micro Fry is in danger. He'll sharpshooter for distance, and that'll actually keep him alive. Blink in by Centaur Veil. Double edge, right clicks around the way. Mars is low. Hoodwink is slow. He tried to spear the Mars as he died, but he could not do so. As a result, one more kill for Old Man Sal.
Because Kunkka has a dumb inventory. He had a blade mail queued up and he had all the money for it. I was like, oh, it's a really good blade mail game. He's gonna do a lot with it. And he just didn't buy the blade mail. Like, I don't know. Lesh doesn't get to do that if you have the blade mail.
Listen, I think you're just hating because Cole stacks paper to ceiling and rides on 24-inch chrome. I don't know, man. Stun from Jarkosity hits Old Man Sal. He'll stomp the IO, but at this point, it will be a dead Centaur. Again, this IO Lesh battery combine again for another kill. It's a fourth kill in a row for Cole. He's 5-2-1 on that 4 streak.
Alright, they're making it work.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This is a bold smoke. Perhaps they'll look to play with the respawning Centaurs. Kunkka and SD on the way. Wife pops his smoke under a dire observer. They know he's here. Torrent will end up missing, and at this point, Radiant are so split up. They have Micro Fry way over here, Wife way over here to the west, still under that dire observer ward. This could be very awkward. We see Irby the Bird coming in from the north side. Dops has been spotted. Arena is available. Rebuke to slow. Spirits to slow. And eventually the right clicks will bring down Dops. Spear secures that last hit. So again, now 9 kills for Frauds. For the first time all game, I think they're heading kills now. Yeah, they are.
Uh-huh. Oh, I was looking at this. Did you know Great Cleave just gives you strength?
Yeah, I added that a while ago. It gives like, what, like 3, 6, 9, 12, I think?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it does.
I wonder this hero has 9k HP at 2 minutes. The fuck?
Yeah, I mean, they were tired of... The reason why they added it is they were tired of Spens just either holding skill points in Cleave or what. It's like, alright, we want you to skill Cleave in lane. Here's 3 strength. You can have it. I'm like, okay, we'll skill it in lane now.
That's a lot of strength. 12.
Dire are
Yeah, it is.
It's free too. Like it's free.
Oh, Office dodged the gank. He knew it was coming. The game sense from off. At this point, the gank will find Old Man Sal instead. He's used his blink. He's got Stampede. He'll now Stampede. And that will buy him enough distance to survive. So it's a smoke and some time in exchange for a Stampede cooldown. A relatively
Just do
equal
rush.
trade material-wise.
They're just here. I think they could connect to Luna and just do rush. I mean, maybe it's bad, actually. No, they probably could have done without Luna. No one wants to show up because okay, well there's Eggs. I don't know.
Dire's bottom tower
Maybe.
is under attack.
You know, the more and more time passes, the less I get sure of myself. The more MMR I gain, Badger, the more and more I'm unsure of myself.
So you're on the other end of the Dunning-Kruger Valley now. That's always good to hear. Top lane, Cole is diving. Splitter has hit Shadow Demon. X-Mark will bring him back towards Wife's Torrent. Again, Irby's still running forward. Blink hook stop on 3. Into a Stormbolt. Into a huge cleave. It's a lot of damage. Still nobody's dead. Io's torrented up. They're trying to get these kills. Arena's the counterplay. Now at this point, both offlaners go down. Cole is still full HP somehow. And Wife's incredibly low. Stormbolt the stun. Wife's still dropping. He's swapped in by Sharkosity. A great swap. They'll head to Dops. In comes Microfry, but it could be too late. That's one dead Shadow Demon, surely at some point. He's duking for now. Now he's dead. Sharpshooter hits the IO, but it does not matter. It's a triple kill for Cole. 4 kills for Frauds. And a triumphant teamfight win in the top lane for the Dire side.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They just did not focus the IO well enough. I think that's all there is to it.
So are you ready to...
Too much,
Are
too
you
much
ready to-
AOE, not enough single target.
Hey, Buffles, are you ready to redact your IO slander yet?
No, I think this shit was trash.
Every single one team fight, I'm gonna ask that exact same question until you
Look at
recant.
Hoodwink doesn't have a vessel, so or a mage slayer, which is a big deal. I mean, Shadow Demon has no finishing item. There's no blade mail on Kunkka, and I guess that was the Sven BKB fight, but
At mid lane, they found Wife. Split Earth after the Yules will lock him down. Barring a miracle, he will not escape this 1v4. There's a water park on the floor, but it is not slippery enough. Dire get that kill nice and easily. More gold going the way of the Mars, and
Kunkka's game is over now.
yeah, it's it's definitely one of those games. He was in a position where he could have been, one of those scaling cores, but now he's really more of a lockdown contributor. So it's one of those games where all eyes on off. It's going to be him against the world, it appears.
That's the narrative that gets set up quite a bit, I feel.
It is! There's might be a reason why.
I don't think that's how you play Dota, though. So, I don't think it's a winning formula.
Maybe that's not the way you and I play Dota, but maybe the way that Off plays Dota. There's a fight brewing top lane. It's a 5v4. Radiant are smoked as 4. They'll run into Cole, who's playing in the Vanguard. He's got Bloodstone ready to go. He's purged and torrented. Old Man South stomps too. This could be fantastic arena. The counterplay is even more fantastic though. Sharkosity goes down. Io goes down. Supports are crumbling. Off is slapping. Eclipse comes in from Perfin. He's running down Wife. Wife will end up dying. It's now a 1 for 2. Two-man bushwick from Microfry. Old Man South stomps, but could not bring down Irby the Bird. Now a 2 for 2. So it's 2 supports for 2 cores. And Radiant have blown their load. They could not go further.
Here's what you do if you're Dire. You respawn on the supports and you go right to Roche. Because there's no Sven stuff. Just run right there. Go there. Take the gate on Lina or on Luna right now. They're too slow. I could just go do it. It's free. But that was like... That was a fight where both teams used everything. So, but like no one got like an edge on anyone. So it's more about who's that bad for using everything. I feel like it's bad for Radiant more than it is Dire.
I think you look at the who died in the fight as well. Radiant lost cores, Dire lost subs, and Radiant also took the fight on their terms, not only in their area of the map, but also with a tower right next to them. So they had everything in their favor to win the fight, and they at best drew the fight. They probably lost the fight if we're being honest with ourselves here.
I have a hard time calling this Skunk a core now, but yeah. Hoodwink is like just next to him pretty much.
You know, there's a literal block. Kunkka, Centaur, Hoodwink all within about 1,000 gold of each other, so it's... I mean, we have 1 big core and 3 semi-cores at this point, really.
I mean, Roche is theirs. They're drawing towards the tower, but I think they have a Luna. They should just take the Aegis.
Yeah, I mean, you see a lot of teams, they'll go Roshan into T2. Seems like Frauds may go for the other direction of that play, T2 into Roshan instead. Maybe they're a little wary of like Centaur, Kunkka jumping in the pits, but not wary of the same thing at the tier 2 tower. I'm not entirely sure. Regardless, they're playing this Radiant jungle, and Radiant for their part are simply splitting the map. Wife thought Wife might walk into the Radiant jungle. He thinks against it. That's the right play to make there. Not that he knows that, but we definitely know that, and the Dire also definitely know that. Alright, maybe it's Roshan time? Maybe it's Roshan time?
We're just like waiting. Dig on an IO, by the way.
Where's Luna? Okay, Luna's coming. It is Roshan time.
You see IO digging?
Huh, I guess makes sense. Use that that spell amp from the overcharge. Might as well get a little bit of
you can insta kill a creep and get a lot. They see us with the scan though. They know Radiant's coming.
So a little late to start Roshan means Roshan's still alive. Radiant, as you mentioned, smoked on as 5. Dire smoked as 4.
So bad.
It will be a big fight at the area around the Roshan pit. Dops walks forward. He's warding. Dire counter ward. Both teams are playing a game of vision right now. Sven walks into the Roshan pit. Irby the Bird initiates on Shadow Demon. He's counter-stunned by Microfry. Dops is low. Torrent on Irby. In comes Centaurs. In comes Amar. They blow their loads. Swap from Narcosity. Torrent onto again from Wife. Old Man Sal the fall. Wife is dropping. Irby the Bird is low. He's dead as well. Now a 2 for 2. Split Earth on 2. Fantastic from Cole. Wife the fall. Dops will not be far behind. That will be a dieback on the Shadow Demon. Triple kill for Perfen's Luna. And now you will get what you want because Roshan will die.
I've just like started hitting the Roche for some reason, and I have no idea why. He just like ulted and was like, I can hit this Roche. Then there was a really good arena that protected. Mars died, but he protected his Venge and his Isle like really well with the arena, and Centaur ult was wasted. And by that time the BKBs were out, and Torrent Storm was gone, and Radiant just can't fight. There was a sick double hit split earth, and he barely got that Kunkka with it. He got it because of the Bloodstone AoE bonus.
Sometimes you gotta die for your team. You play Mars, sometimes you die for your team. And he died for his team. His team won the fight pretty hard there. So
Yeah, it was a great arena.
we're going to see towers crumble. There are tier 2s in all 3 lanes. The bottom one is the primary target for the time being. Radiant Glyph to delay, and again, this is a relatively weak defense. It's only wife against 4. It's a bold defensive strategy to play the 1v4. X mark on Cole. He'll get zoned away into that torrent. He's buying time for teammates to arrive. Centaur can blink stomp. Tower is already dead, though. Relocate top lane will look for Sven. Sven is forced to BKB and TP. There is no cancel on that one. Wait, no, they could have canceled it! They could have canceled. They could. He screwed up the TP, but Dire screwed up the response. Both teams make an error. Over to bottom lane, Shivas from Cole. He's looking for Wife. Dops will defensively disrupt. Hoof stomp from Centaur. Hits the IO. Kunkka's dropping. Kunkka will end up dying. Microfy will sharpshooter and bring down Knives from my off the trade is for Dops once again off. Pops the open for Sharkosity to fall. Cole is on the run, but off is doing so much damage. He's slapping. He's stunned by Split Earth. Dire are cutting him around. He's low on HP. Yules from the Mars. Bushback misses. Hoof stomp hits on 2, but it might be too late. Off will take 1 life from Luna. Gonna lose it immediately after. Wait, from the track, I should say, but lose it to Luna immediately afterwards. Another big fight win for the side of Frauds. And now it's time to go high ground.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of like they killed the supports in that fight, but that needed to happen 2 fights ago, so. Yeah. Lesh is pretty big now. I got the armor from the Shivas. Even with the Daedalus, it's hard. Can't really like 2-shot him. It's pretty fast. Disco Pony.
That's what he does.
That's a little, you know. And I know barely died. Like, it took a while. This game's looking a little cooked for Radiant. Their Centaur is 3rd lowest now, right? Below the IO, and then their Kunkka's there, like right there too.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So the concern here is, Microfry, are you dead? You might be dead here. Never mind, he's fine.
He should be fine.
No, he's definitely dead. Oh,
No.
Okay, good TP, good TP. Juke that perfect on that one. I guess the concern is, if you're Frauds, you don't really have to play the craziest Dota in the world at this point. You just wait for second Roshan to respawn, you grab the Aegis, ideally you grab the cheese, and then at that point you're running on down a lane, you just win Dota 2.
Yeah, cheese is so much fucking better than Banner, man. It's not even funny.
Are you telling me Roshan's banner is not as good as cheese? And then
Not even close. Unlucky.
and the funny part is both teams, it's like, even though it's the Radiant side of the map, both teams are still on the Radiant side anyways. So now neither team gets cheese ever. Not ever, but they tend not to.
Yeah. Tends to be a lot less cheeses. Because the 20 people can test the 20-minute rush usually.
It's obvious. Is this like a timing thing? It's obvious why Radiant would want to play the Radiant Roshan pit, but why does Dire more often than not also play the Radiant Roshan pit? Is it just timing?
I mean, if you have that tier 1 tower, you're fine. And then you can also take the gate. I mean, the gate's just, it makes it so, it's not so much Radiant pit or Dire pit. It's uptown pit and downtown pit.
I'm seeing a lot of downtown pit here. I mean, I'm seeing like,
Yeah, me
like
too.
if again, this is like this random estimations here. Probably at least I see 2/3 of Roshans happening at Radiant pit.
That's
Maybe
because
a
the
little more
first
than that.
one is fought at like in the 20 to 25 minute range. That's all. That's just like the natural state of the game.
And then it just stays in cycle on average. And
If
just
it was
kinda
night-
stays at daytime.
If it was night at 20 to 25, we would see a lot of uptown pits.
It is time for towers to die, by the way. Top tier 2 dies to Luna. It is a trade for the bottom tier 1, which was brought down by Microfry. But again, the more important stabilities, of course, are high ground. Torrent on Irby the Bird. Tidal Wave will push away the Luna a little bit.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And we're back to high ground again. Perfin walks forward. Torrent is a little bit short. Hits the creep wave, however. Dops will disrupt the Luna to get some counter illusions. Tower goes down. Perfin gets tidal waved in. He'll Manta. Thought about Eclipse perhaps, ended up not using it. He gets X marked. Still has BKB, still has IO backing him up. Range racks are dead. Melees are under attack. Backdoor has returned, but only temporarily. There's another dire wave en route. But that little bit of a delay will end up leading to dire retreating, so it's only range racks top lane. So buildings have died in 2 lanes, both top and bottom. But there has been no melee racks taken, and only 1 range rack taken so far, Buffles.
Hmm. Tell me, what's the difference between a ranged rack and a melee racks, if any?
One is better. It's got better creeps. There's more melee creeps. They do more.
Alright. I just didn't know if our viewers knew.
Well, the problem with you know the one thing with stream delay is a lot of times it's hard to interact with the chat. Because, you know, it's more like a correspondence conversation. Wait a minute, hold that thought. Here's a fight mid lane right now. Wife will X mark the IO. In comes off, running forward. He'll BKB. He'll become red. They're focusing now. We swapped away by Sarcosity. A fantastic swap. He'll lose his life, but it could be a good fight. They're cutting on this fence. Fence BKB is over. His life will be over. A perfect swap from Sarcosity. Saves the IO's life, saves the fight, and now this game just looks pretty incredibly hard to win. Maybe it's over at this point.
It's cooked. It's chips, as the Zoomers say.
Oh, he fuels the Kunkka. Disruption will stop the spear mid-animation, but again, buildings are dying. There's a Luna in the base. Torrent on the Mars. Leshrac walks forward. Dagon from Io. That'll be a dead wife Kunkka. He won't even buy back. He'll call GG, accepting the loss. And Froz will win game number 1.
Pretty clean. I still hate this IO hero, but it worked. It's just like that fight mid. Like, just set the whole tempo for the game. The Kunkka had like a point booster instead of a blade mill. Kind of just turned the tide. Let's get that triple.
You know, Dota's a real momentum-based game sometimes, and if you look at the player net worth graph, you can actually see. Maybe you can't see the exact point, but you can see it a little bit, I guess, where it kind of starts to spike up and look a lot better for the Leshrac in his game.
I think the higher level Dota goes, the worse the 1v9ing is. Like that style or that attempt. I think it's a lot worse. These two the 2 temple makers on Radiant are just like dead in the water. No pun intended. And there's nothing, doesn't matter what carry this is, or even if he has a little bit more gold, I don't think you're carrying this game.
Alright, I'm going to cut us to a quick break between game 1 and game 2. My name is Badger. I'm joined by Buffles. We'll be here for game number 2 very soon, where Bird Up play for their tournament lives versus Frauds. See you soon. Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. It is I, Badger, back for game number 2 of Frauds versus Bird Up in the League of Lads Season 14 playoffs. We again are in that losers bracket quarterfinals. Bird Up 1 game away from elimination. Frauds 1 game from advancing to the top 4 to play Polar Ass. I'm once again joined by Buffles. How you doing, Buffles?
I've gotten considerably older since our last game. Been sitting here waiting for you.
So,
For a beard.
you get to join me, I suppose, but it's more Io, your favorite hero. But this time the other team picked it.
Yeah, this time it's just a bad place to pick it. A bad place, bad time. Dyer's draft is way fucking better. They got way better heroes, and they do stuff, and they're strong. I love Dyer. Dyer just has like 3 awesome heroes, and then Raiden has Hoodwink, and I don't know what they do here because they also have second pick, so I don't. They gotta fix something up. We'll see. I can't say anything yet. They gotta make this out pick work. They lack a lot. Any hero they pick just gets like murdered. But what do you pick actually? What core do you pick here?
I mean, on the bright side, they do have 24, so perhaps that 24 pick can really put the things together. But they do need to grab 2 cores right now. Possibly they're offlane in their mid.
Huh. I mean, what offlaner do you pick? Because they're gonna pick their offlaner. Don't they like Tide Hunter? Don't they like that hero? That might work. I don't think that hero is good, but
Listen, this is a pro Tide Hunter channel. Watch your mouth. It's a pro Tide Hunter channel.
I just don't think the hero's good. Like right now, is that like a I don't think that's like a slight to Tide Hunter.
You have to drink the Kool-Aid. Tide is not only the best hero in Dota, he can play every role. He's an all-role hero. I'm fucking with you, of course, but we do have another Luna selected. It's Luna Io again, but this time on the other side of the battlefield.
I mean, Io was good with the Lash. Didn't do anything with the Luna.
We have an Enigma. That's again a hero we've been seeing a bit more of recently.
Yeah, it has a pretty bad Enigma game. Considering its Eidolons right now get cleared in a team fight really easily. And it doesn't really have a good laning partner. It doesn't have a melee hero to sit in front of it in the lane, like Clockwork or Tiny. Those are like the best lane partners for it. But I don't think this hero is pickable without a lane partner for it, unless you're playing at support. In which case, is this Hoodwink a core? Like, I don't... I don't like it. You play on Eidolons with this hero now, and if your Eidolons just casually get cleared by the supports, like, with no effort, I feel like pretty bad hero.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly not ideal in that aspect. I'll agree with you on that one, but if you can get some momentum, buy some orbs, maybe that'll be the idea here. It's just, really all in this Luna.
I don't know, but Mars just walks to the lane you're in and W's the one-shots them all. Troll? Okay. I mean, I picked Perfect Law Troll. We never really lost.
Mind is a good troll game as well. I think this is a hero that once you start getting going, it's kind of hard to stop it. As they say, a rolling stone gathers no moss, and Perfin may not be gathering moss here.
Tiny coming in.
There's we're at the point now. We're just getting to our the end of our ban phase. Both these are drafting pretty fast, actually. Kind of. That'll be the excuse. They're drafting fast. Yeah, right now we're assuming Frauds need a middle laner for Cole. All the spirits are still available. Queen of Pain's still available. I know he plays the spirits in co-op quite well. Leshrac, which was the selection last game, will not be available this game, but there's a bit of time left for Perfin to figure this one out. Got about half a minute left in drafting time. So we'll see what he ends up doing with this penultimate pick of the draft.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Any predictions or you got nothing?
Radiant
Oh, never mind. Predictions not needed. It's Storm Spirit. I know game one, you were mentioning Blue Spirit in the draft a lot. And, well, this time, we will be seeing Cole play the Blue Spirit.
This hero is really good, I think. In the good game for I don't know. There's something about it. I keep losing to this hero. It
10 seconds.
does a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Orchid's a good pickup. Witchblade's a good pickup.
Yeah, it's true.
And it they have absolutely no way to kill this Storm Spirit right now. And I don't know what hero wife is gonna try to pick some like cheese hero. He's got Meepo. Still, if he likes that here, he's got OD, I guess, is still good. Maybe? No, it's banned. Okay, they first place banned OD. Lundred shit. Of his cheese heroes, he's got yeah, he's got a Meepo left. He could Meepo. I think that would try to possibly maybe salvage this game. This Meepo.
There is also the Kunkka unbanned if you want to go back-to-back Kunkka games.
Yeah, you're just gonna lose if you pick Kunkka.
It's certainly possible, yeah.
Kunkka person, there's just like no damage. All their damage is Luna. So Luna gets troll ulted or whatever. Game over. Okay.
You may now select your hero.
I think it's a pretty bad pick in the Storm too. I feel Storm should not get caught by your shit, or has the capability to never get caught in your shit. He probably will once in the game, but he has the capability to never, unlike most heroes. So, yeah.
Hypothetically, if they can get like an opening stun on Storm, then they can get the follow-up Kunkka lockdown afterwards. Problem is you don't really have that opening stun. It's again, Bushwhack's dodgeable. The Enigma stuff's pretty choreographed. Luna doesn't have any lockdown. Like, okay, mini stun, but not really much lockdown. So this could be a hard game to lock down the Storm. I mean, you might have to commit Black Hole just to bring this dude down. But yeah, we shall see. If you had to lean towards either draft, I'm assuming you would lean towards frauds here.
Yeah, dire. I'm close.
So you're predicting against the IO twice.
Yeah.
This time though, I think it's an even harder game to play IO than last game, which is saying something. It's a pretty hard game to play IO last game. Even harder this game. So yeah, this is what Bird Up will opt for with their tournament lives in the line. It is this this sort of 4P1 strategy, the El Clasico for off, the Luna, one of his great heroes. And they're going to look to play the sort of mid to late game momentum based tempo Luna, I'm sure here. If you are just joining us, welcome to game number 2 of the loser bracket quarterfinals. Between hold that thought, I'll do this intro after the pause ends because we're paused. We are paused.
You know, there's quarterfinals, semifinals, upper finals, downer finals, finals, grand finals. Like I don't know, there's too many finals. Like I don't know. It should just be one finals, right?
So there's the grand finals, which is the finals, and then there's the two brackets. And if you break up the brackets, the last series,
Upper and lower bracket
winners
finals,
brackets, that will be of course winners finals. And then if you look at the losers bracket, the
too deep.
That one's of course is the top 3 series where loser gets third, winner goes to the grand finals. Of course, to get to that finals, you have one semifinal with the 2 teams in the quarterfinals, and then of course you end in the quarterfinals. And usually at that point you would stop calling it finals. You would call it either losers top 8 or loser to eighths. So usually you only go, I guess in this case, 4 deep: grand finals, bracket finals, bracket semis, bracket quarters, and then you would not go beyond that. So Yeah, if
Too
you are
much.
just joining us, welcome to game number 2 of the Losers Bracket quarterfinals between
Stop.
Berthup on the Radiant side and Froz on the Dire side. As mentioned earlier, this is it. We have reached the nadir. There's only one game left to lose for Berthup, and if they lose it, their tournament lives will be over. For Frauds, they have one game to play with, but they want to go, of course, with a clean 2-0 to make the top 4 to play Polar Ass. My name is Badger. I'm joined by Buffles. Hopefully we'll be in for a fantastic game number 2.
We're playing some kind of finals. I don't know which kind, but I don't know. Let's see these lanes go. I'm curious how this Enigma lane go, cause okay, he's master tier Enigma, so he says give me the Enigma. I guess I'm gonna be eliminated. Give me my Enigma. If I'm going to be eliminated, give me my Enigma, which I respect, even if I don't think it's the best for it gamer for it right now.
He stares also into you. That's what I found out
Maybe.
today.
Yeah, I love his one of his gold voice signs I have is you are beneath me. So you just kill someone and you just do that. You're beneath me.
Dangerous territory. They wanted to go with this ward to go in on Luna Io pre-horn. They didn't really do anything though, so the Luna and Io were fine. That's the classic play, go for the pre-horn action, do nothing, everyone's fine. Team Micro Fry, he's a little bit isolated right now in that dire side jungle. Perfin will leave him, that being Sharkasti, to 1v1 Micro Fry. Micro Fry actually had a pretty fantastic bushwhack, relocating him from sort of high ground area to the lower ground area, so that, again, made that a free escape there for the Hoodwink. So an update on Kunkka versus Storm. According to our mid lane expert of lads, Rojo Fireflu, this is a playable game for Kunkka if he rushes Orchid.
Yeah,
everyone else said that he's not
agree.
which everyone else said he will not buy Orchid.
Yeah,
so.
he will not buy Orchid. Okay, that is both those statements 100% true. And
So,
people don't understand that Oblivion staff items are broken, and you should try to buy an Oblivion staff item if you're a mid laner, because one of those Oblivion staff items is good. Mage Slayer is probably the worst of the 3 now, but it's still viable. I agree. He should buy an Orchid. Super high value. Techies doesn't get a dispel really. I mean, okay, he gets Greaves. All right, yeah, okay. 5,000 gold later is a dispel. Yeah, cool. No, it's very good.
At that point, you're waiting on the BKBs on cores. Storm could buy a Yules, but it's not like Storm wants to buy a Yules. He'd rather buy a more offensive item and then like a BKB after that. So if you force Cole to go Yules, that's kind of a win for you right there. Bottom lane, Spear on Dops. Meanwhile, it's top lane where First Blood happened. So watching the bot lane fight, I missed the top lane First Blood. Sharkasti got First Blood, bringing down Old Man Sal. Microfry could not find the Vengeance skill. So again, just a good play there, but by what I'm assuming is Sharkasti with maybe a little bit of help from the Troll Axes. That's the annoying part sometimes with like these side lane fights early in the game. When 2 of them are happening, you kind of like have to gamble. Which one's more important? Who's gonna die? I gambled wrong there. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna switch between the 2 fights. I'll just lock bottom. Wrong move. Wrong move.
Is your job difficult, Badger?
I wouldn't say it's difficult. Actually, it is difficult, but it's more that I'm doing it.
Dental?
Hmm?
You get dental?
What words are you saying?
Nothing.
Regardless.
He said, do you get dental?
Oh no, I do not get dental from this. But when you're doing camera works, especially in the early game, sometimes when things are happening in multiple spots, it's not that hard to be good at it, but it's pretty hard to be perfect. And I like being perfect. I'm already not perfect.
I'll ask one of my friends when they're complaining about their job. I'll be like, well, is your job hard? They're like, yeah. I'll be like, well, do you get dental? They'll be like, sure. And then I'll be like, well, shut up. It's worth it.
No, lads, does not give me dental now.
Unlucky.
They probably should at some point, but we have
You're an
to.
admin. Figure it out.
Good point, actually. Good point. If the person I would ask is me to acquire my own dental, make a Legal Ads LLC, incorporate that one in New Jersey, get some gambling involved in it.
New Jersey, huh?
That's where
You in New Jersey?
no, but that's where Guam's located. He's our CEO, if we want to call him that. So
That's true. He's your CEO.
wait, when did they add a gong emote for Storm?
You mean the taunt when he like does
Yeah.
the Buddha? That's a long time ago. I've had that taunt forever.
Over the bottom lane, somebody surely will die here. Knives in my coffee is low. He's being run down by Io and Luna. Right-click correction, the Lucent Beam comes in from off to secure that kill. They'll now man up on Mars. Mars has Spear, but will not go for a cheeky play. Thought he might go for a Spear under tower, but just did not want to take any more damage. He was tired of interacting and wanted to return to the safety of his tower. And you know what? I don't blame him. I really don't.
No, who can?
We do have a TP mid lane, by the way, by Knives to fill up that bottle. Looking to make Cole's game a little bit better. It's already pretty good, but you know what? It can always get a little bit better. You know, if you play a hero like Storm, right? It's always very good to have momentum on your side. The better early game you have, you can easily, parlay that one into a good mid game, good late game, and vice versa. If you start falling behind on Storm, you can just have a rough time sometimes. So prioritizing this game makes a lot of sense here. Bottom lane, Avalanche has been used, but no toss from Knives in my coffee. Instead, Radiant just right-clicked the Tiny. Irby the Bird rebuked. I think he actually might have split the wickets on that one. Meanwhile, top lane's a 1-for-1. Both supports go down. Perfect gets the kill first. Old Man Sal gets the sole experience on the kill of Sharkosity. So, again, I once again gambled between top and bottom, and I once again chose wrong.
I don't think Tiny. I think Tiny should be trying to. I think Tiny's just kind of playing the game wrong. You're trying to help mid, fuck over the Kunkka. Okay, yeah. I mean, now Cole doesn't get this regen. That's huge. Instead of trying to walk up into this lane where you're 0 armor and you could collect a billion dimes.
Yeah.
Unlucky. Unlucky he did not get that regen. That's really huge.
Again, they went with the X-Mark play on Cole. They forced him the ball away at that point, which meant he couldn't contest that rune in time. So again, it's a good way to play that engagement from Wife. Makes the rune grabbing all that more difficult. So we are at the stage of the game now where we're beginning to see the laning stage just break down entirely. More and more heroes are rotating around the map, looking for runes. Actually, Wife gets zoned away from the bounty rune. Not that he needed the battle charges, but he is zoned away from it regardless. One thing that was a point of contention last game was the wisdom runes. Bird Up got both of them, which ended up being quite good. This time they will not get both of them. Neither My Coffee will secure the bottom side one, and Micro Fry will secure the radiant side one. So it's a 1-for-1 wisdom rune exchange. So we have a 1K lead for frauds. Again, nothing too out of the ordinary. Perfin, though, is having a fantastic start to the laning phase, it appears. He's #1 net worth, which is good for Perfin.
Yeah. I think so. Kind of just watching this mid matchup mostly, trying to see if things ever get turned.
Yeah,
I think
Cole-
Perfin will farm pretty well. He doesn't like easily clear the Eidolon, so I don't think he'll keep this tower alive, but once they come to claim it, but I didn't see for a second. Who got the wisdoms? 1-for-1? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
1-for-1. Well, it's been an 8 rune time in the river. Illusion rune spawns. Cole grabs it. X mark on Cole. Dire, focus Micro Fry. Micro Fry ends up dying. Now Wife will look to perhaps avenge the support, but that vengeance will not arrive quite yet. Simply a nice little free kill there for the Tiny. So consider the following. We're gonna see some wild and crazy stuff in the Radiant jungle. The two-man smoke, Cole was smoked up. They found the Io. Arena hits on both. A good arena from Irby the Bird. The Io certainly will die. Luna has gotten spirited. Three-man bushback might end up saving off though. Off looks to still stand his ground. He's got the wand charge and the Lotus ready to go. He's holding them. He'll pop the wand. He still holds that Lotus. He's running around. Meanwhile, mid lane, wife solo kill Sharkasi in the mid lane. Back to bottom lane. Cole finishes the kill on off. Double kill for the Storm Spirit. Across the map, a 2-for-1. But the big winner in that engagement, of course, is Cole on that Storm Spirit.
Yeah, pretty huge. A lot of net worth for Storm. Big kill on the Luna. I have a level 6 though. I guess that ladder matters a little less, but
Yeah, I'll have that relocate, as you
I
mentioned,
think it
from
was
the
pretty
IO6.
poor. I have to kind of look away for the last 2 minutes. Now I'm looking again. I still think it was pretty poor.
It's a little more poor than I would have expected, actually.
And you want him to be? Should be rich. What just denies that?
He's
Only
8 denies right now.
That's nothing. Troll is 23. Troll's cooking this lane.
Yeah, again, it's a strong series from Perfin. Played game 1 pretty well. Played game 2 pretty well. The leader going out of the laning phase. So again, Perfin's cooking in this. Really, you know, it's this sort of elite carry versus elite carry matchup. Perfin right now is having the better of the series currently. But there's of course plenty of
an elite carry. Come on, man.
okay.
Come on.
He's like
Let's not do this.
he's like Joe Flacco elite. He's a good carry player. Come on now, he's really good.
Elite means the best, and not just the best of the best. This guy, Perfect is not the best of the best. Perfect
That's why I call him Joe Flacco elite. Top lane, Enigma's being gone on. Perfin is hitting him. Speaking of Perfin, Black Hole's available at this point. Enigma will Lotus if he wants to survive. Blast off hits so Lotus to survive. Black Hole still being held. X-Mark boat will be there on Perfin. Perfin gets stunned by Torrent as well. Radiant split their attention. They'll bring down both Perfin and Sharkosity eventually. Perfin lacks the mana for the ulti. He can't agility treads pop if he wants to, but he's denied to the creep.
This guy's elite.
Not only did he deny to the creep, but Sharkosity got away. So what should have been 2 kills instead is 1 neutral deny and 1 walk away. And you doubted his elite status. You doubted his elite status.
This guy's elite. Use this guy. Sign him. Sign him. Oh, I don't understand your sport references. I don't watch sports.
There was a debate in American football NFL circles for years over whether or not Joe Flacco was elite. Hold that thought though. Top lane, they're going in for Microfry. Microfry bushwhacks 3. Fantastic bushwhack. Problem is, he's simply dead. Radiant must scatter. But there's like a debate for a while of, oh, is this guy Joe Flacco elite? He won a Super Bowl and won a Super Bowl MVP, but the numbers didn't say he was all that good. So then after he stopped being even borderline elite, people started memeing, is this guy elite, even though he wasn't really elite anymore. So that's where like the whole Joe Flacco elite was kind of like fraudulent elite status, which is that's actually a triple entendre given the circumstances. Mid lane, X-Mark boat comes in from Wife, finds Sharkosity, he's torrented up. Wife is hitting, needs 1 more hit and secures that kill. Blast off still happens despite him dying. Meanwhile, top lane, Cole went in under that tower, got black holed by Old Man Sal, ends up dying. Radiant will run it, Knives in My Coffee. Knives in My Coffee gets right-clicked down by the IO. That's 3 kills for the side of Bird Up, and that's a lot of gold fed back.
What were they doing over there? I was watching Techie's mid.
I was watching Techie's mid too, but it seems like Storm wanted to like aggressively ball in. I mean, he died over here of all places.
That's so dumb.
Their
tower is up. Like they defended their tier 1 and took the enemy tier 1. They can just chill and farm. Don't actually have to do anything. Shark died mid because he is bad at the hero. I'm gonna say it. That's why he died mid.
What can you do?
Saul has their Vlads. I can flame my boys. I love my boys. His Vlads is taking the tower. Okay, tower's dead. I'm kind of curious what this Master Tier Enigma buys this game. A little curious.
I've seen a lot of these Enigma players that are not Sol go for again. Vlad,
I go for
drum boots a lot of the time.
Yeah, you go bongo boots, or you can go if you need pipe. But I think sometimes you just go Octarine. Marshall goes like Octarine a lot. You buy your shard at 15 minutes though. That's no question.
It's a good shard. It is a good charge.
I mean, it's not a bad black hole game. Like BKB. Doesn't cancel. No cancels, so.
Hey, if you got the BKB, yeah. Before the BKB, there are so many
Once
cancels.
Avalanche and Spear used, there's not anything to cancel you.
We have Storm's not on the inside. You can Ball, Vortex, Techies. I think in Blast Off, you still...
Oh, it's okay. So once they use the first round of spells, you can black hole. That means it's decent. Like, just a couple, like...
I mean, these spells don't have cooldowns. Look at Avalanche. They have a 14-second cooldown. Look at
That's
Spear.
enough to get a black hole off.
It's got an 11-second cooldown. These are not cooldowns. They're cool ups.
That's enough to get a black hole off. It's all dependent. You gotta look. You gotta watch. You gotta be patient. The black hole's not that important of a spell, so.
Well, ball in by Cole mid lane. It does nothing. But he's still there. He's standing there menacingly. Problem is Kunkka just doesn't care, and now both teams walk away.
So they're doing the same build, where it's just like, I'm just rushing Ags. It's like, okay, well. Alright. What did Rojo think of this rushing Ag stuff?
I mean, Rojo did not comment about the last game, but he commented he wanted Orchid. And if Rojo wants an Orchid out, if you're a mid laner, you should be behind the Orchid. Ball in top lane, finds Old Man Sal. He's dead, by the way, for certain. He's got Black Hole in 4. He won't live for 4, though.
Just casual. Yeah, like, Mars is like a pretty bad matchup, because he just can press one of his 2 spells and just, boop, all the Eidolons are dead. I don't like this. Well, okay, I like Eels, but like, you know, I want to see more from Mars. I want to see more Dessels and more Brooches. I want to see more of the Chad.
That's not gonna happen at Buffles. We are in a weenie patch. People buy weenie items. You're gonna see.
I should have done that last
Mars.
night. If I had went those items last night on Mars, we would have won game 1.
Like, sure, you did lose the NADCL game, but you kept your dignity. Ball in mid lane by Cole, looks for Wife. Wife is invis. X marks the counterplay. Old Man Saddle rise. Arena on 2. We get speared back by the Mars. At this point, Radiant are still fine. Sharpshooter hits the Tiny. Radiant run forward. They want kills. They want something. Cole is fine. Everybody's fine. Look at the tower at the very least.
Get out, Tyre. Get the fuck out.
Only problem is, as that happens, Trolls at the relocate return point, looking for Dobbs, so look for a solo kill on the Io. Io certainly will die. Back to mid lane, balled again by Cole. Finds Micro Fry, so it's Io dead. Hoodwink dead. 2 kills for that T1 tower. Tiny avalanches forward, finds the wife Kunkka. But Tossable missing the black hole! It's there on 2! 2 kills for Radiant. Enigma will give his life for the cause, but they'll bring down Storm. 1 more hit from wife. A double kill for the Kunkka. Torrent is a little bit short, preventing that kill. It ends up being a 3 for 3, and on top of that, Radiant claimed that mid T1 tower.
That's such a dumb defense, man. You walk in, use Arena, get no kill, they have too much heal, and then everyone is low HP, low mana, and no cooldowns, and you want to take a fight. Like, they scale so well with this Storm that, like, he doesn't need to show up to this stupid stuff. He can go farm somewhere else. The Radiant are really strong right now. Enigma is, like, insanely strong right now. For the next 10 minutes, he's pretty strong, and then he kind of falls off for a while. So I would just, like, dodge the next 4 minutes of Enigma, 5 minutes of Enigma, and just farm on Storm. I don't know. You can find pickoffs. You can play the side waves. I think playing this mid lane is really stupid. You don't even have Tiny Blink. Like, I think it's forced. Bit of a throw by Dyer, but we'll see. There's the mech on IO. IO, I think, is IO richer than they were last game or poorer?
I believe poorer, but I wasn't keeping track of IO net worth. I think all sports are around similar net worth this game to last game, but I don't remember. I think Hoodwink eventually pulled ahead, but that took a little bit to happen.
Okay, well, rushed his axe, so he wants to fight. Because, I mean, if you think about it, all that net worth is dead when you're just hitting creeps. Gotta think about it. Wants to go press the big button. He's gonna get this X.
Well, Yule's on Wife. Avalanche to follow. Wife is quite tanky, but he's playing a literal 1v4. Torrent Storm's on the floor. Dyer are not killing the boatman. The Admirable remains alive. Arena on 3 from Mars. Ball in by Cole. He brings down the Io. Eclipse the counterplay. They're stunning. They're fighting. Wife and Microfry, they're dead. Dops is dead. Balled again by Cole. He's the last man to go in for off. Perfin goes down. The trade might be for off. Trying to lifesteal. We cannot lifesteal enough. It's currently a 2 for 4. Enigma the lone survivor. And he will drop That's a full 5-man wipe. And a triumphant victory mid lane by the frauds.
I feel like I have to watch that fight back again. I couldn't tell. I think maybe the reload was bad. Maybe it was slow. Maybe it was in the wrong spot. That's probably it.
Radiant's middle tower.
And they don't have Black Hole, obviously. I don't think they need to do that on Radiant. Just like Dire didn't do it last time. But this time Cole gets that like commanding couple kills that is just gonna set him up for the rest of the game. I think it's and he's just playing the scale. He's gonna scale. Like, he's got this Kaya while Kunkka has this Axe. Like actually, that's like worst case scenario. You buy this Axe on Kunkka, you show up to the big 5-man fight, and you just get wiped. It's like now what? What did you buy this Axe for?
It does lockdown, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's like the timing of it's like dead now. I don't know. Seems rough. Let's call it Sanj. I think he kind of runs this game a little bit. I feel like it should have went well for Radiant. I'd have to go back and look. Maybe someone in the chat has a better idea what happened there.
He's gonna start paging Royal Fire. I'm gonna page Royal Fire Flu. He's not gonna respond. He'll respond though. Mattior will watch it.
No one wants Mattior's opinion is the problem.
I like Mattior's opinions most of the time.
Badger, you don't have to pretend to be nice just because he's also an admin. You can tell us the truth.
Ouch.
There's a regen bottom.
Oh no! Microfry died to the
God.
Tormentor. We end up. He died and he didn't even get the shard for it. Went to the IO instead.
What is that shard? Isn't it like the slow resistance spell lifesteal? Kill spell lifesteal lifesteal. Let's start.
Mid
Yeah, that's
lane, wife
pretty
gets
good.
used up, and then the tidal wave guy was there in time, so yeah, everyone's fine. All right then.
Just got that regen that I talked about. Smoked up on the tiny, moving ahead of the team.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, at this point they'll have a strong movement towards that bottom lane. Tiny is far and away scouting right now. He's got Blink, Avalanche Toss on Old Man Sal. All the way to that tier 3 tower. Vortex was missed by Cole. Black Hole! But it's cancelled by the death of Enigma. Sharpshooter misses as well. Both teams missing spells. Okay, it brings Luna into the fight. Eclipse brings down Knives from my coffee. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far. But Radiant want more than simply a support Tiny. They want one more kill. Problem is, in comes the big bad Perfin. Cole balls in for Micro Fry. It's a split up fight right now. Micro Fry to falls. Currently a 2-for-1 spear back. Brings Kunko away from his friends, away from his tower, and away from safety. Torrent Storm has been used, but it will not keep him alive. Perfin finishes that kill up. It's a 3-for-1. A disastrous engagement for Bird Up.
Dire's top tower
Yep.
is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower
Looking like another. It's looking like last game,
Radiant's bottom tower
actually.
has fallen.
Pretty much exactly like it. Pervin's a little more active this time, actually. Well, maybe not. I can't remember. But Pervin is just as fat as the Luna. I don't know. It's gonna turn out to be a dual core versus a single core here.
And in general, 2 is greater than 1.
What? I don't know what kind of items. I guess you need BKB Luna. You need the shard.
You need a lot of items.
They're just gonna lose rush.
You just need more items. More of them.
I don't know what this Enigma does anymore. I don't think he pressured side lanes enough and played in side lanes enough. I think going mid was pretty bad. And getting caught by the tier 3 is like brutal, man. That's gotta be a little tilting. It gets in your head a little bit. Dying under your tier 3 like that. I'd say to a suboptimal. Like the spells were not casted great there, and he still died.
Well, Sharpshooter from Microfy will find Knives in my coffee. Tiny should be dead here. Mars backs him up. Arena will have only IO on the inside. IO certainly will fall. That'll make it a 1-for-1 once the IO dies. Question is, will we see more carnage? And the answer is no. It'll end up being that 1-for-1 support trade. But during all that, again, Dire did secure the Roshan. Aegis goes to Troll Warlord, a big item for him to play around with for now. All right, so you're playing on the Radiant side right now. You're playing on Birds Up. Well, you're playing on Bird Up again, I should say. What do you do internally to try to fix the situation your team's in?
I don't think it's fixable.
Oh no.
Or at least not by me.
All right, say you were a better player. How would you fix the situation?
I don't think it has anything to do with how good I am.
Oh.
I'm higher on them more than their whole team now.
What if you have more creativity? Can you come up with a solution to fix the Radiant game state?
I think Saul's doing everything he can. I don't think it's on him actually. I'm not gonna comment further. I don't know what they do. I think this is their style of Dota where they're gonna fuck everybody else so off can 1v9 or think he's 1v9ing or try to 1v9 and it doesn't work because that's not how Dota is played. The enemy team is just I don't know. It's gonna fail. We're gonna watch this big team fight, this big Aegis team fight. Off's gonna be the last one alive. He might get some kills, but he'll go down too. I don't know. It's rough. I don't know how they win. Because they've used this Axe and it hasn't worked. And so usually I'd say Kunkka Axe, but it hasn't worked. And I think like the ideal conditions were met for it to work and it didn't. And I don't know what the Troll Luna matchup is. I imagine it's actually pretty troll favored.
Kunkka has been speared away from his team. He's tossed up and brought down. A disastrous death. And the T2 tower falls as well. Ball in by Storm. Dops is invis with the Glimmer Cape? Shadow. So he just got the Glimmer Cape from the courier. He used the Shadow Limit right before the Glimmer Cape arrived. That's an interesting interaction on that one. Regardless, he gets away, but the core and the tower are dead. Now it's time for buildings to die.
No buyback.
Luckily for Wife, it seems like that buyback will not matter. Dire were unable to get more during being dead.
What did he buy? He had like 3k gold. What did he buy?
He bought was it Shard, maybe?
I thought he already had Shard. He bought a Soul Booster.
Oh, Soul Booster. Okay.
I can see it.
Top tier 2 goes down. Again, Perfin is in the front, playing in the Vanguard, looking to siege. Seems like for now, again, unless they want to force high ground right now, Conquest will be over. Dire are smoked up on 3. Perfin, correction, now smoked up on 4. Blink Yule's spear will be there, catching the Kunkka. He was not latched to a tree. Meanwhile, Sharpshooter's being channeled. Hits the Troll Warlord. 1 life is lost for Perfin. Problem is he has 1 more to play with. In come the TPs from Radiant. They'll look to fight outside their tier 3 tower. Eclipse has been used by Off. Tricosity is dead. The trade is for White. Ball in by Cole. Silence on Enigma. The blink in by Tiny. The toss of Enigma is dead. Neither dead core has a buyback. Radiant will still fight in their base 3v4. Ball in once again by Cole. Cole's relatively low on mana. He's tanking that T3 tower ball away this time. So despite the strong victory, frauds lack the tools to punish more. They'll accept their gold and XP gain and they'll leave.
Rojo said, I don't feel like Enigma is supposed to go drums. I feel like it's all about like the tempo and how you want to play. And I think the way they played, he should go blink BKB. But he doesn't have this BKB yet. Piece of Spores the Tiny. Yeah, maybe probably drums is bad. I mean, like Eidolons are kind of bad this game. Probably just try to go blink BKB. And get a black hole.
He's going to have that BKB somewhat soon. The Blink Dagger might wait for a little bit longer, but we'll get there when we get there.
I think you'll have the Blink Dagger next game.
That's a key problem then, Buffles, because there is no next game. This is it.
Yeah. When does Troll buy their Shard? Because isn't that Shard OP?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is, yeah.
I feel like you could just kill the IO with the Shard.
Maybe after MKB? I don't know.
Yeah, probably. I mean, what's the word? They're chipping is the word. They're chipping at the high ground a bit. I don't think they even need to do that with the Aegis. I think it's just a little impatient. It's not like Kunkka and Enigma are scaling if you just have all the waves shoved in. And then Luna's playing like chicken around the map. She got Butterfly now. She's not going, Shard, it looks like, or at least not yet.
Yeah, I mean, maybe eventually, but he's gone for a much more traditional build here rather than the more new age build with the shard and
I was
so
a
on.
bluff by the Luna, and well, she had DD, I guess.
Yeah, she is more blue than usual. They're running at Sharkosity. Meanwhile, Microfry is looking to escape from Knives My Coffee. Back to Sharkosity, he's definitely dead. Back to Microfry, he's still alive. He ends up actually juking out Irby the Bird, so good escape there by the Hoodwink, dodging what could have been certain death, so yeah, that is some positive progress for Bird Up. They're now playing a 5v4, and they may look to punish a little bit now. That's a smoke up. Off breaks it immediately. They want this Dire Tormentor. Dire are aware of it. It could be a hero play from Mars. The arena on 4! Microfry dead. Spear on 2. Fall in by Cole. Eclipse has been used by Off, but it's a disastrous fight and then some. Black Hole only hits on 1. They'll kill 1. Ends up hitting Perfin as well. But it'll matter not. You've lost 3. You've lost 4. Off gets away. But that's an absolute disaster for the side of Bird Up. Everybody but Off dies. They do get a free shard for Off, so I guess that's where the shard's going to come from, but still not ideal.
I mean, there's no black hole now. Man still didn't have BKB.
One day he'll have it. He's actually really close to having it.
I don't know what to say, because from my perspective, this game's pretty over. Once again, there's like 2 tempo characters, and neither of them are off the ground. They're both just poor. I really like how Herbie the Dog played that. No fear. Nice read. Nice arena. It's good. I want to see him go broach, though.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I don't think he's going to do that. I don't think he's going... that's Octarine, right? Yeah, that's definitely Octarine.
Nah, that item sucks.
I mean, that item's built into Octarine. I just had to remind myself. Honestly, I'm a little surprised with item. Oh, fall in top lane by Cole. Finds Microfry. He's healed by Dobbs. Hoodwink is kept alive. Cole will end up finishing the Orchid Afterburn. He used all of his mana to get away. Radiant need this kill on Cole for their morale's sake. They're not going to find it.
I guess he thought there was less heroes than there was on his vision. I didn't see his vision of the fight.
Now, bottom lane, the T3 is dead, but Perfin's taking a lot of damage. He has ulti and BKB. He's going to have to use them. He'll man up on the Luna. He destroys Off! He destroys Old Man Sal. He's out of control right now. Off managed to get away, but Troll's doing so much damage.
But he's in a bad spot, actually.
X-Mark, Torrent, Bushwhack, they need to kill the Troll Warlord. Avalanche on 3, Blast Up on 3, Ball in by Cole. Eclipse has been used by Off. He'll need to do a ton of damage, but he's kited around, caught up, and will get brought down. Relocate has been used, but it will not end up saving Off. Off is dead. Another Avalanche on 2, toss up on Wife. He's brought down eventually. That's a full 5-man wipe. And Frauds are on the doorstep of eliminating Bird Up. No, they're not on the door. They are breaking the fucking door down. There is a fireman's axe chopping that door of elimination down right now.
Here's Johnny. It's more like that. You know, knocking even.
Yeah, Enigma is alive. He does have Black Hole, but it seems like it will be Megas. And then Cole's going in. He's got BKB on cooldown. He'll headband away in the storm, but he's just dead. He is simply dead.
Yeah, he's out of it. His brain, he's no longer in this mentally.
That's Megas. That is Megas for the Frauds. And at some point, you may have to say they're no longer fraudulent.
Who wins this gets top 3, top 6?
Top 4. It's just top 4. Winner makes top 4, loser gets tied 5th, 6th.
Gotcha. I've been there.
Me too, me too.
So this would mean Perfin actually goes to the farthest he's been. Farther than with me. I shackled him down.
That's how it goes sometimes.
But then... Well, who is in upper bracket finals? Logical and enough.
Yeah.
And then who was the other top four?
Polar Ass.
Uh,
This could be Filski's year. I mean, Filski. There's a lot of Filski fans out there. A lot of people want to see Polar Ass win this year. Also, some Polar Ass haters,
I think
but
it's all
what can you do?
Filski man of the people's propaganda. That's
No,
just
he is a man, especially the older lads, like the older cadre of lad people. He's absolutely a man of the people. Maybe for like the newer people, maybe not, but for the old people, Filski's our boy.
How many teams do you think we're gonna get this season? With there being 3 lads in houses played at once.
Maybe so. I'll just say 26. It'll probably be more than that, but we'll see.
More than that. We're gonna limit it. I mean, if we're gonna accept that many teams, we need to change the style of the.
We should have
playoffs.
changed it for season 14 as well, but I was voted against. But after this season, I might be able to get what I want. So
voted against, huh?
yeah. I had a format and a playoff format, and they were voted against. But this time, maybe not this time.
Admins are pretty dumb. Jack's dumb guy. Man, you're a dumb guy. I don't know what they're doing. They should just make you king of lads. Would anyone object? No.
I think I would object, actually. I don't want to be king of lads.
Shut up. Perkiness is Shard, he's an Abyssal, he's a Maelstrom. His items are a little weird.
It is time for the tier 4s to be under attack. It is the last defense for Bird Up. It will require a miracle to even defend their base in this fight. Io is tethered to the Luna. Cole looks for the angle on the side right now. He's playing to the west. Ball in, silence on wife. He'll ball further forward. Irby the Bird walks forward as well, renaming the Luna and the Wisp. Enigma of BKB. He's got Black Hole. He's holding it for now. Looking for the right Black Hole. Eclipse has been used. Irby the Bird will Ogre Seal totem away. Cole gets stunned. Spear misses. Cole's in the fountain. Off goes down. He'll buy back. He'll take 1 life from Cole. But Old Man Sal is dead. The defenders are crumbling. It's a 2v5. In the fountain again goes Cole. It's focusing the Io. Off's running forward. He's trying his hardest. He'll kill the Mars. Cole's still in the fountain. He's still falling away. And he's bashed by Burfin. Buyback from Mars. Off the fall. That's a dieback. The throne falls. And we will see Frauds defeat Bird Up by a score of 2-0.
Alright, GQ, lads in the house. Let's go. I don't know. I said 2-1. I was wrong. It's 2-0.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ben? I mean, it's pretty convincing. Like, all pretty much popped off. I think the supports played around them pretty well.
Yeah, it's a very strong showing for Frauds.
I think top 6 is good. I don't think like Wife's team did bad. It's top 6. Top 6 is good. Beat a lot of teams. I think people are surprised. I don't think they should be sad at all. I think they should be happy, actually.
It was a long playoff run, but obviously coming up short is never what you want to do. Always a disappointment.
But you can't just you can't beat yourself up over it. You're gonna just have to take what you can learn and leave the rest.
It is what it is.
I think they should be happy about the season as a whole. Not about these games per se, but just about the season.
Mm-hmm. Either way, thank you, Buffles, for coming on tonight, casting this 2-0 victory of Frauds over Bird Up with me. Do you have any final words, call out, shouts to say to the people of League of Lads?
Nope.
All right, cool. My name is Badger. I'm a caster games, caster tournaments. Contact me on Twitter or Discord. Twitter.com/Badger Dota 2, or over on Discord. It's Badger Pablo on Discord. Especially if you're like a pro TO looking for an admin or a caster, you know where to find me. I'll be back soon. Not quite sure how soon. There are some casts going on in Lads, but I will not be there for those. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I guess Eastern Daylight Time at this point, but still, it will be a Lads Plus series between the demo Barca stack, Okanda Made in China, playing the PMA stack, Mo Filski, Mo Mogan, aka Blast Trend Kiss Men. That'll be casted by Matty, or the night after that, Tuesday night, the 12th, it'll be the winners bracket finals. Yeah, we smoke meth. The Enough team taking on twitch.tv/smiles per hour, the Logical Simon team. That'll be casted by, I believe, Patience and that'll be at 9 p.m. Eastern. But for now, as always, thank you for watching and have a great night.